So, thanks to Give Cars to Friends, you got this new 3D car, but perhaps you want to tinker with the paint on it. You'll have more luck with some than others. It depends on how much of the vehicle the secondary paint applies, and if indeed it has secondary. On this particular one, when I go to respray secondary, if I just highlight what is there by putting matte black on, it's that roll bar at the back, the little side vents and the front spoiler. So that's not going to be bad. When I click crew, my crew colour comes through, and it also colours right through the primary colour without affecting its gold base. So that is a real nice shiny base with a real nice yellow colour. That's 150 by the way, for anyone that wants it. The pearlescent, as I scroll through the list, there is no pearlescent listed. There's nothing highlighted, which tells me that whatever pearlescent is on that car is not available in LSC. I'm thinking maybe a fluorescent blue in this one, police blue or something like that. So back to secondary, highlight the crew colour, and the bits that turned black earlier are now classic crew colour, whereas the main body of the car is still metal crew colour. It might not be that apparent with this colour, but with darker colours in particular it's very apparent. So if your secondary goes right up over the roof of the car, it can ruin the looks of it. You may be stuck with the colour you have for that reason. But in this case, I'm selecting it. That is good. It's only the bar, the little side vents and the spoiler at the front are painted in classic. And I'm going to do something about that as well. But I'm going to show you wheels first. Because this had stock rims, and most modders would colour the rims. So I had a look. You go into whatever rim category and choose stock rims. Not stock wheels, but stock rims category. And you'll see the paint. As it happened, just by a stroke of luck, the rims suited the colour of the car very nicely. I cut there to the 10 minutes it took me to choose rims, and I've gone with it, selected them. So you're safe to change your rims without losing that colour, as long as you don't choose your rims from the chrome category. If you do, the colour's gone forever, and that's pure gold colour, hidden gold colour. So you'll not get that back. Now I'm highlighting the secondary and chrome. Don't be afraid to do that, because your primary is already still 3D in your new colour. So I'm going to go ahead and select chrome, because that looks pretty sweet on that car. You can always go back to crew colour on your secondary and change the car again. As long as you don't change the primary colour directly, you do it through the secondary, that's how it works. There, I've driven out a very different car from the one I drove in, and I think that's a cracker. Now in the case of this tamper, I was thinking I'd do the same thing with it, change the secondary colour, and my crew colour this time is set to pure white, but it doesn't touch the primary. So what that tells me is that the primary has not got a custom RGB. That is a colour in its own right. So I look to see what colour it is, and there's nothing highlighted. Usually there's a little selected icon next to the colour you have chosen. Because there isn't, that tells me that this green is an unavailable green. It'll be something like pea green, secure code green, hunter green, I can't remember what they all are now. But it's in the files, just not in LSC's available colours list. The secondary, however, is. That's just classic or metallic black, which are the same thing, by the way. The only difference with metallic is it already has the pearlescent coat added. So if I go ahead and change the secondary colour on this, it only affects the secondary, and I've chosen pure white here just to go with the rims. Looks nice. So I'm going to leave the primary alone. I'll never get that colour back again. Let's show you how to change the pearlescent coat on any paint job, whether it's metal, 3D, matte, worn, whatever. First of all, go into metallic paint options. As you see here, the car turns black. But do not select to purchase that, obviously. Just back right out of the paint menu, and then you need to do something else with the car, change something. So what I've chosen to do is change the lights. It's a fairly cheap option. Just put xenon or stock lights on it, and then go back in your paint menu, go primary, pearlescent, and your list will open up. Now you can see that dew yellow has been already applied on this one, which is a normal LSC colour. That's the little icon that says it's applied. So you're free to go through the list now and choose any other pearlescent you fancy. And that there's a finished job on that. I haven't changed the primary, but I have changed the secondary and the pearlescent coat. You may be wondering about Yankton plates. You will not be able to get them back even through iFruit now. So if you need to change the text on your plate, you can only do that now through your private plates in LSC, the list you already have. If you were to order directly for a car through iFruit, it will only supply you with a standard LSC number plate. You will lose the Yankton if you do that. So order it for another car, and then it'll be in your list. You can just apply it in LSC to this car. If you wanted to get, say, Trans Am for that car, get it for a different car, a car you don't care about, and then it appears in your list, and you can go into LSC, drive in, and choose that text for that car. Now the last thing I want to show you is how to get the secret gold pearlescent. Now this is not going to work on your 3D paint jobs without losing them, because you have to first apply a primary coat of pure gold. Now on this bike I've done primary and secondary in pure gold, and then gone back to primary and changed that to crew, which in this case is pure white. You'll see with the secondary it has retained the secret gold pearlescent coat that makes that dull brown colour gold. I sincerely hope this helps, and I hope you don't go overwriting your Yankton plates or turning your nice shiny 3D paints into flat classic horrible paints. Take care of your cars, enjoy them, and tweak those RGBs as you see fit.